all about the latest annual leadership lecture. All roads will soon lead to the University for Professional Studies, Accra. Who is going to deliver this year's lecture? What is on the chopping board? What is the theme? Well, joining me in the studio, we have Professor Emmanuel Asamoah. He is Dean, Faculty of IT and Communication Studies at the University for Professional Studies, Accra. And then Ivy Hayward-Mills, Director, Center for International Education and Collaboration. I was just teasing her a short while ago about her dapper combination. In case you get to see her shoe, you'll understand what I mean. But Ivy, thanks for joining the conversation.
Thank you for having us.
Well, every year you do this, and it's always amazing. You've had Otumfuo Osei,
yeah,
the Asante Hene. You've had Peter Cardinal, Apia Texan, among others. And this year we're at the doorstep of another annual leadership lecture. Let me start with you, Prof. Yeah. Why these lectures? You know, sometimes Ghanaians will ask, what do you mean, Charlie? Why these lectures?
Right, so thank you very much. It's University of Professional Studies. UPSA...
what did I say?
For Professional Studies.
Ah, okay, I took...
We are very particular with our
University of Professional Studies, okay. I hear you.
So UPSA, as an academic institution, as part of our mandate, we are supposed to create such platforms to stimulate international intellectual discussions and thought leadership. And so over the years, this is the sixth in the series. We've been organizing these leadership series, and the intention is to shape public discourse on matters that are of pertinent, significant to national development. And in the past, we've had very distinguished speakers gracing the platform. We've had the first edition, Dr. Ibn Chambers, coming through. We've had former President Kufuor, like you said, Otumfuo Osei II. We've also had Cardinal Peter Texan coming through. And last year we had the Venerable Kwame Pienim speaking passionately about the nation.
How do you get all these people? I mean, top-notch.
Well, I believe it is a partnership because they have seen the fact that we have shown leadership through the development of the university. Everybody can attest to the fact that what has happened at UPSA over the years is transformational. That is an example of good leadership. And so we believe that such examples are what they look out for to agree to grace our platforms whenever we call upon them. So this year is no different, and we are also going to have this particular leadership series under the topic fulfilling the promise, the challenge of leadership, moving from rhetoric to delivery. It's a very important topic in time.
It's a big issue. From the talk to, and you know, this is an election year.
Yes, that's
and the talk is out there.
It's out there.
But how will the talk result in any real action for us?
Absolutely.
That's where the devil
Absolutely, yes. And that is why we have organized this leadership series. We believe that it's going to be very intellectually stimulating, and for that reason, you can't miss it. You just have to be there.
We will not miss it. Yeah. We'll be there with you as always. But let me come to Ivy. I don't know what the mandate is in over time in terms of organizing these lectures. He's touched on it a bit. But would you say the objective of organizing these lectures, whether in the national context or the global impact context, have been fulfilled over time? 5 gone. We're at the doorstep of the 6th.
I think so. UPS's mandate, like Prof said, includes creating a point of convergence for conversations around leadership, conversations around development, conversations around anything that positively impacts society. You know, and the social impact of the things that we have talked about in the past can be felt. If you're asking for measurable impact.
What do you see to be the impact of these lectures?
It's the fulfillment of our mandate. That's one of the key things. And the fact that we have stirred up conversations around matters that are pertinent to society. We are thought leaders in several areas, and I think that the impacts can be felt all around. UPSA itself is an example, a shining and glowing example of positive leadership and the impact that it creates. So I do think that the lectures have been impactful.
I see you want to add something to
certainly.
that.
You know, we have the thinking of raising a certain level of consciousness on issues that borders on national development. And so when you look at the topics that we have presented as part of the leadership series over the years, they are pertinent issues.
Right.
And by the time we leave that particular lecture, you realize that there is a shift in the thinking, because these people don't only come with the things that we know, but they provide alternative solutions, provide constructive criticisms. So sometimes when you are in a position of leadership, you may not be conscious of some of the wrongs, but such platforms over the years have created a paradigm shift from what we are used to things that are different, that will propel us to the next level of development. This is what we have represented over the years. And so, yes, the impact has really been achieved, and we look forward to making more impact going into the future.
Obviously, you can only get better. Let me come back to you, Ivy. Who is your guest speaker, and why did you choose this person?
This year, we have the privilege of hosting the Right Honourable the Lord Paul Boateng. He's a member of the House of Lords, and he will be joining us this year. If you know anything about Lord Boateng, you'd know that he's of Ghanaian descent, but he has made so much impact in both the political and corporate governance space, both in the UK and across the globe. And so he's going to be bringing a lot of insights from lessons learned across his journey, a lot of the knowledge he has acquired. He's a lawyer by profession. He's worked a lot in social activism, and he has a lot to offer. I don't want to spill too much of the beans, but I'd say that...
You don't want to steal his thunder.
No, I don't. He's a remarkable individual, and you have to be at the auditorium to hear him on Tuesday.
When I saw the name, it just reminded me of some stuff I had read about him in the past, and thankfully he's coming back home to give us a piece of what he has got out there and share his impact. But I'll put this question to both of you. Yeah. What should we expect? Even before we talk about how participation is going to be like, whether it's hybrid and all of that, what should we expect on D-Day?
Well, so as such platforms represent intellectual discussion, we should have a platform where people will come and listen to his experience over the years. He's had an illustrious career in public service, in private life, and I believe that he has a lot of experience to share with us regarding the topic that we have put forward for discussion. So anybody who comes for the program must really have an open mind, ready to engage. And there will be an opportunity for people to ask questions as well from Lord Boateng, who will provide appropriate responses. So it's not just going to be a monologue, but it's going to be, if you like, a discussion. So you have opportunity to clarify issues when you have doubt, yes.
All right, so it's not going to be one-sided.
That's
no, not at all. We can assure you that it's going to be a very dynamic and engaging lecture.
Who can attend? Where is it happening specifically within the UPSA? And what is the date? Give us some of those.
The date is the 18th of June. That's next Tuesday. Who can attend? Anyone can attend. Anyone who is passionate about national development, anyone who is passionate about leadership, anyone who has an interest in learning and broadening their horizons can attend. In the past, we've welcomed academics, we've welcomed people from industry, we've welcomed students, we've welcomed people from all walks of life attending. So anyone at all can attend. It's going to be held at the magnificent Kofi Ohene-Konadu Auditorium at UPSA, and it's a 3,500 seating capacity. So you're more than welcome. Just arrive on time. It's going to be at 10 a.m. And at UPSA, when we say 10, we mean 10 a.m. start. We're very punctual. So aim at being seated by 9:30 so that you don't miss out on any aspect of the lecture.
All right. Well, great stuff. Thank you very much for having joined the conversation. It's all about this annual lecture at the University of Professional Studies.
Yes.
I didn't want to
Indeed, yes.
stoke your wrath. Professor Emmanuel Asamoah is Dean, Faculty of IT and Communication Studies. He joined the conversation. Thank you, Prof. Ivy Heyward-Mills is Director, Center for International Education and Collaboration. She also joined. Ivy, thank you for joining.
Thank
you for looking dapper.
Well.